We just saw The Mummy. This film is so disgusting.
This is Lee Cronin's The Mummy.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that, of course, Lee Cronin is known for his antics where he just makes a lot of really gross and shocking
I don't
things.
really know. Is that Lee Cronenberg? I'm not sure who.
It's a thing. It's a thing. I was talking with the other moviegoers even before we got to the cinema, and they said that
Before.
yes, before, and they said that Lee Cronin is known for a lot of shock factor.
Okay. Well, this movie was shocking, but it's also just more gross.
Yeah.
And like the funniest one was. Wait. By the way, this is a spoiler. Not even a review. It's just like we're just gonna talk about the movie. It's like, the worst part was like, "Oh look, we're gonna be friends. I want to lick your toes," and then the tongue was like under the. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway.
You're skipping. Oh, there's a scene where you're talking about where the sister was checking on her other sister, the one who
Yeah.
was possessed,
Yeah.
and ends up like licking her toes.
Yes. What was
It's a
that?
disgusting scene.
Yeah, and
But,
that's not even the most disgusting scene there.
What was the most disgusting scene for
The
you?
nail thing. Oh my god.
I think we might feel the same way about this. That was the most disgusting scene for me, at least the most memorable, if not the most disgusting.
Everybody just screamed in the cinema, like, "Oh no!" because the skin flew off.
And to refresh
So
you
gross.
guys, if you guys have seen the film, or if not, there's a scene where the mom is cutting the nail of, I forgot her name.
Katie.
Katie, right? She was in a wheelchair. And her nails were all black and gross and stuff. So
And she was
anyway,
having a hard time cutting it.
she was having a hard time cutting it because, I don't know, it's like her nails were petrified or something. And just when you think the nail was going to get torn off her skin, something
Yeah.
else happens.
It was so
Along
gross.
with the nail is like her flesh torn all the way to the kneecap. It's so disgusting.
gross.
I just cannot. I actually sank to my seat, and the reaction was genuine across the cinema.
Yeah, the cinema.
Yeah.
Even though there were people who were trying to overreact.
Right.
Yeah. It was very gross. There's a lot of teeth-related things, nail-related things, skin-related things. It's just very organically icky.
That's
Ew.
true. Like, just looking at Katie, she just looks so sticky all the time.
And it's her eyes. It's like, I don't know. I don't know how that's done or
She kind of
whatever.
looked like, I mentioned to Ben for a bit, like,
oh, I know.
she looked like an Avatar character
A
because
Navi.
like a Navi.
Yeah,
she looked like
that's
a
true.
Navi. Yeah.
It's a facial structure.
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
that's a good observation. Mm. Well, this movie was this tried to be family oriented-ish.
Well, it was definitely family oriented. I mean, imagine the father and the mother still
Mm.
taking in Katie even after she's possessed like that.
No, because we don't know that she was possessed. We didn't know it was supernatural. They just thought it was like a psychological trauma thingy. So it wasn't until near the end when really weird things were happening. Then okay, now we'll have to accept that something is out of our control.
At the end of the movie, people actually asked us, like, would you take in your daughter knowing that she's like that? Well, first of all, like Ben mentioned, you don't know that it was actually possession. You just thought it was
Yeah.
trauma or something
She
like
was just
that.
kidnapped and whatever. So.
And besides, as a father, if you haven't seen your daughter for 8 years, I mean, the natural reaction is, of course, to take her in. Why wouldn't you? You've
I
been
don't
looking
know.
for her for so long.
I don't know. I feel weird about this. It's like 8 years changes a person. You wouldn't recognize her anymore. And like I feel like, does she even want to be taken back? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm being weird about it. I'm being weird about it.
Besides, even if it wasn't for the father, the mom would never allow it, as the personality of the mother in the movie was just so.
And the part that made me go like, what the and like the B word. It's like, oh, you're gonna bring up the thing where like, you're blaming the husband for your daughter disappearing. Like, what? Oh yeah, well, you didn't know that she was being groomed by another person. Like,
Well, to be fair,
That felt real.
they both had points where they both actually made sense.
Mm.
The mother should have known that Katie was being given candy bars by like a
Yeah.
stranger, and there were so
Never
many
know.
candy bars. There were so many. It
She
means
was just
that it's been
hiding it.
happening for a while already.
yeah,
No, she wasn't hiding it. She just was completely unaware.
She was no. I mean, she
The
was
mom,
hiding-
the mom.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes.
So far, like, okay, as a horror movie, it was great. Great effects, really good with the thrills and the suspense. Because like I was like hiding my face under my knuckles all that time because it was scary. But at the end, when you know how it's gonna be close to the end already, and you know it's just the final battle, like when the brother brought out the baseball bat, like, yeah, this is gonna be awesome. Let's go.
I have to say that I was a little annoyed by the mom just because, and I can't, I know this may sound a little harsh, but a lot of her actions that were emotional put the life of her family in danger.
Again, because we didn't know. Nobody knew it was supernatural until the super cop. Ooh, you like the super cop.
I like the super cop. She was giving me the vibes of like an Amazon, like she could be like Wonder Woman or something. I don't know, but I liked how she was just bravely navigating the house where supposedly it all started, where the
Oh
whole
my
mummification.
the scorpion part was so bad.
It was crazy how she had a hole in her throat and she had to just cover it so she could start speaking the incantation. I thought that
Yeah.
was a really intense scene, but very good.
And
I love that scene.
and
Yeah.
how could you remember the words, even if it's like one sentence being repeated over and over again? Oh, there should be a translation, unless it's like an old Egyptian whatever.
Yeah. Well, overall, I thought it was a great film. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. It was
Scare.
scary. The gross part, I mean, horror films don't necessarily have to be gross, but this one was.
It was.
But it worked out. I mean, you kind of have this feeling under the pit of your stomach. That's kind of how I went out of the cinema. It's like, ugh.
No, I had like a good horror movie for me is like at the start you're scared and whatever, but afterwards it just washes over you and you throw it away, and you're fine and you can enjoy afterwards.
Yeah, is there anything else you'd like to say about this film?
Uh, just all the watch out for the deviled eggs. Just kidding. No, that was a disappointment actually. Yeah, you thought something would happen with the deviled eggs.
That
but
was
nothing happened.
a unique scene for me. I've never really seen a horror film intertwined with like a family gathering that way because there were a lot of people.
Ooh, the funny part.
Usually I just find that the horror happens during more quiet scenes, but this was an actual like family gathering. There were a lot of people, and
Yeah,
it just
'cause it
happened
was
in
a
between.
funeral.
Yeah.
And then the grandmother's friends were like, they're just criticizing her as she was dead and whatever.
I was we got out of the cinema and I was telling some of the people like that we got out with like I don't understand why the grandmother is undead. I understand the possession part because that's kind of like the thing of the demon. It possessed, Katie, it possessed his sister, it possessed her brother. And then suddenly it was able to raise the dead. What is up with that? It's just so weird.
And magic is vague and
It
undefined.
just feels so out of I don't know, out of context, but whatever.
Oh, do have to say, we didn't wait to see if there's an extra scene, but friend Tim, hi Tim, said that yeah, no extra scene, so you could just leave once the credits roll.
Yeah, we didn't bother waiting for the extra scenes because I suppose we figured that people will just let us know, I guess. If you guys are looking for something scary and something gross and something that you can just, I don't know,
so
sink
gross.
into your seats with your friends and your family, this film is definitely for you. It's R16, which kind of gives you the idea of the intensity of the film. Otherwise, I wouldn't rate it R16. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm Joff,
And I'm Ben.
and we'll see you guys again for other movie-related topics, sometimes video games. And, just keep posted. Check out Geek Roll.